Hey, at Complete Trailers, if you've been following our channel, you're going to know that we are on a relentless pursuit of the latest and greatest products out there. We are constantly searching for new trailers and new products to offer to our end user, which is you, our customer. And today is no different. This is several years in the making. I've been a huge fan of this company. They've got an amazing reputation all throughout Europe, believe it or not. And we are importing these in from Great Britain. So today I introduce the trailers from Brian James, UK. You know, the solution that I'm always trying to solve with trailering is one of two things. It's either loading and approach angle and also tying down the vehicle. In the US, the issue that we have is it's a research and copy industry. That's also with dealers as well. So dealers and manufacturers just look for who's doing what, and they copy and reproduce the exact same box on wheels. That's not the case, and that's why I really like the Brian James trailer. It's an outsider perspective, something that's outside of even the US, and they're bringing in all of these really new, innovative ideas that solves both of those items, loading and the tying down, that we're going to take a look at here in just a moment. The trailer, as you see it behind me, is a fairly nicely equipped Race Transporter 7. It's an RT-7. That is their flagship product, and we've got it really nicely equipped. That's going to price out at our California store location at just under $70,000 as of the recording of this video. The empty trailer weight weighs in at about 3,500 pounds, GVWR 7,700. You're going to notice that it's got triple axles. The first thing that you're probably going to say, at least that I did and other customers that we've shown that just happen to be on our lot, is that the tire size is small. But there's a reason for that, and the function is to make sure that there's no fender well on the inside of the trailer. When you see what this trailer can do, it'll all make sense. Now, in the front of the trailer, we've equipped this trailer with one spare tire. You can opt for 2 spare tires as well. There's a couple of unique features that are interesting, and I'm not really sure what the functionality is. Maybe this is a European thing, but it's showing up on our first batch from Brian James, and it's this articulating hitch that actually articulates side to side, which is new for us here in the US. There's also a really nice jack that raises and lowers, and this whole jack post just simply lifts straight up, as well as a parking brake. So you don't need to have wheel chocks or blocks or pieces of wood to keep the trailer from rolling. You can just engage this trailer brake right here, just like that, and it keeps the trailer from rolling away on you. Now, in addition to the really unique aerodynamic design, which is easy to pull behind, let's say, an X5 or a Porsche Cayenne, that's really what the trailers are designed for, is lighter duty towing. You're not going to have to upgrade to a 3/4 ton or a 1 ton diesel pickup truck to pull this. But this is the equivalent of one of our ATC or Intech 8.5 by 20 trailers built out of an aluminum frame, although this does have a galvanized steel frame that we'll take a look at here in just a moment. The exterior finish is very similar to what you would see on an RV. It's a gel coat finish. It's a hardened kind of a somewhat of a plastic material, as well as a fiberglass roof that has a translucent roof that allows fresh daylight to come inside the trailer when you're inside the trailer during the daytime. There's a side compartment here that allows you to access front tires so you can tie down, and this is what I was talking about from a tie down standpoint. It's always hard to access the tires to tie down. So once the car is loaded, there's a compartment door on either side, as well as massive side doors we'll take a look at as well. But walking toward the rear, there's also a side docking light that provides great illumination at night. So when you're loading, you can just turn these on, flip it on, and you've got great daytime light that are LED lights, of course. So these side access doors are awesome as well. So once again, it's easy to access. These just open up, and there's a door holdback that holds the door in the open position. Obviously, when these doors are open, you've got plenty of room to access tires from here through the ramp door, and also the side compartments in the front. So tons of access. These doors are on both sides of the trailer, and it makes it really easy, especially if you've got some back issues, or if you're with some of our older clientele, it's hard to climb around and get underneath these cars. So these side access doors are really, really nice to tie down your vehicles. On the driver's side of the trailer, nice latches that open up these doors, these compartment doors or baggage doors that I would call them. Real nice heavy duty solid doors too. They're not cheap, Forest Rivery type products, but they're nice solid doors with a nice seal on it, and really great intelligent design on the switch panel that's on the inside. So there's a manual switch panel here. You turn it on and off the trailer, as well as raise and lower the trailer and the ramp door right from here. The trailer also comes with a cordless remote, but if you lose your remote or the battery dies in the remote, you can always opt for the manual switches here just on the inside of this door, which is great. Now on the curb side of the trailer, just on the inside of this access door, you've got your awning jack handle here, or awning handle rather, and as well as your legs that can prop up the awning. So we're going to demo that real quick, but I wanted you to see where this is housed and stored inside the trailer so you don't lose it. So as I've deployed the awning, the awning legs are actually mounted and housed on the inside, just on the end of the awning. It's a little bit of a lighter duty awning. I'd like to see it a little bit more heavy duty. It's a lateral arm, which is great, but I could see one wind gust, unless you stake these down into the ground. But if you're on a track or pavement at a racetrack, you're not going to be able to do that. Maybe an American component company would have an awning that would be better suited for something like this, but here it is, the awning deployed from the trailer. So I'll just point out real quick that one of the best loading trailers, especially for track, is the Futura trailer. We've been carrying those for years. Those are built in New Zealand. We import those in as well. It's a drop deck lowering trailer, but it's an open trailer. And nobody has come to market with an enclosed lowering trailer until now. So that is the magic of this trailer. It's what drew me to Brian James. And it is the lowering feature or the tilting feature of the enclosed. And then we're going to take a look at the ramp here in just a second. So just a simple operation with my cordless remote, and we're going to see the operation here. So that was part one of awesome. Part two, we're going to drop the ramp door down. But first, let me point out the backup camera that's above the ramp door. So that's great to have that. They've also got an option for, I think, 5 cameras that you can mount all around the outside of the trailer. You'll notice that there are these caster wheels or these bogey wheels underneath the trailer, as well as backup lights. So you've got docking lights on the side of the trailer and backup or loading lights that are both underneath the trailer for reverse lights, and loading lights above the ramp door as well. But once again, simple hit of the cordless remote, and we're going to drop the ramp door down. We're also going to see if we can somehow disengage that alarm that's going off. We're trying to find the speaker yesterday to take it out. That must be a requirement in Europe, but we're going to try to get rid of that here in the US. Now, we also optioned the RT-7 with race ramps. There are different ramp options that you can opt for, but we added these awesome race ramps. They're super light. You can see how light they are, and they just stow against the wall here, and Brian James put a really nice mount for that. So we're going to demo these as well. So talking about some dimensions here, we've got 90 inches from the inside of this weather stripping door width. So that's your overall width, most narrow point driving in. 74 inches tall. Now we can opt for additional height on the trailer as well, but that's 74 inches clearance. And you've got full 21 foot of length. Now that's from the rear ramp door all the way to the front where the winch is located. So it's about 18 feet up to this wheel chalk here that we'll take a look at here in just a moment. So here's a good look at that translucent roof material. It's a fiberglass material. We've seen this on cargo trailers in years past. We used to opt for these on construction trailers. So it's kind of cool to see this once again. It does allow for a lot of natural light. And also on the inside, on the floor, we've got a couple of storage compartments. Real simple operation and open up. You can put all straps and chains or whatever else that you want to put on the inside here, as well as these galvanized steel landing pads for your tires. Now you can tie down directly to this. very indicative of like the tow truck industry, for example. If you look at a tow truck or a car transporter, you're going to see the same type of material that people load and unload and strap down right to that material right there. Now moving to the front of the trailer, we've got our tire rack that's mounted here, as well as an additional storage compartment directly underneath it, and the winch. So the winch is mounted right there. You can tow in using your tow hook on your vehicle if you brake at the track, or if you prefer to just load with your winch. We're also going to show and demo how you can set up this tire rack as a workbench. So you could set up as a partial workbench or an entirely full workbench, which is just a really cool multi-use type of item and good intelligent design once again. Interesting concept. You've got these little finger holds here. It locks it into place so it doesn't move around on you. And there's also a third one. So you could, completely set up a full workbench in the front. But I like that multi-use function when we see that in trailers. So this is just another great use of space and design. So there you have it, the Brian James RT-7 or Race Transporter 7 debut in the United States here at Complete Trailers. We've got nationwide shipping at super competitive rates. Colorado, Texas, California is where we are located, and we can drop ship directly to you. In fact, if you're on the East Coast, we could even ship one of these into a East Coast port and you can pick it up out there. So feel free to give us a call at one of our branches, and we are happy to help and assist in your next trailer purchase.